so much riding on it for the Spanish side. Well, here's Schuster with another corner for them. Hitting low this time, and a dummy play there.
And a shot by Gerardo, swinging wide of the Steaua Bucharest goal.
They're very, very good on set pieces of Barcelona. I think something that Terry Venables obviously is a master of. Even in the Spanish Cup final, which he lost to Zaragoza last week, their free kicks were tremendous. All played by Schuster, who can just about do anything with the ball, and that was very unlucky.
Throw to Barcelona. Cross coming in, Carrasco playing it down.
And some very good defence there when most they needed it from Belodedic, when Marcos looked as though he could well get into a decisive scoring position. Good defending there, Kevin.
Very good. They've got to be very solid at the back. I mean, they're 8 points clear in the league. They're a very useful side, and obviously they're going to let Barcelona come at them and going to catch them on the break, and that'll suit their sort of style very much.
Schuster with the corner. Victor trying to play it back in again. It'll be a goal kick.
Very big and strong at the back there.
Towards Steve Archibald. Bombescu up. Bardalescu now for Steaua for Bucharest. Jaru. Balan. Jaru. Balint playing well here now. Lakatush. And Julio Alberto getting it back to Urruti. Put his elbow into Lakatush. And Julio Alberto goes roaring into Lakatush, and Lakatush will get his yellow card now. That's the third in the game, which has only gone 25 minutes so far. Kevin Keegan.
Well, that's a more bookable offence. I mean, like the challenge on the goal for the other end was nothing, but this, the lad's no chance of getting the ball, and he's gone through. I think that's a yellow card in anybody's book.
Bucharest in this European Cup final. Once more, if you have just tuned in, let me apologise again for the poor sound quality. That's a good little play there by Pedraza with a cross in, just over the top by Schuster. The nearest that Barcelona have come to breaking through with Pedraza's cross.
Yeah, Schuster's annoyed at himself there, and you know, had he been a forward, he probably would have stuck it on.
To the Romanian Army side. He's played him inside there, but the flag was up for an offside. The move was a good one. Oh my goodness, Lakatush appeared to bring his feet down onto the back of Urruti's head. And you can see on the left of the picture there the skipper of Barcelona, Senko, is having a word with the referee about the antics of Lakatush. Can't really see much from that angle, I must say. Schuster. Again, that long ball. This time trying to seek out Steve Archibald. What about Steve Archibald so far, Kevin?
Well, you know, he's not really had a chance, has he? He's foraging very much alone up there. You know, he always has liked to poach, but it's not been that sort of game yet, has it? They've had no pressure really on.
There's his little touch and a lovely one for Carrasco. And Marcos on the far side. Well, Archibald certainly played a part in that, but a delightful little cross in by Carrasco. And Marcos on the far side just unable to turn it back in. There's a player down and injured. Did crash into the hoardings there, Kevin.
Yeah, and it's sort of collapsed on it. Brave as a lion, taking a very strong view on him. I'm not saying he's wrong, but that's marred the game in some ways, a spectacle. Let's hope it flows better this half, you know.
Reminding you that Barcelona are in the blue strip, Steaua of Bucharest are in the whites, and it's Victor making a great run. Carrasco going in, but certainly much more pace about the opening seconds of this second half than we saw almost at any time in the first. Migueli getting under this one with his header. Gerardo. Oh, that's a bad ball. Almost into the path of Lakatos. Julio Alberto Alessanco, the skipper of Barcelona. Archibald, Schuster. Bucharest against Urruti to take the first penalty with a sea of noise and a sea of Spanish faces around him behind that goal. Now, can Urruti save this one and start Barcelona on the way to a victory in the European Cup? He has! That's a bad start for the Romanians.
That's the worst possible start, obviously, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't even struck that well. It wasn't near enough in the corner. He's probably moved slightly beforehand, but
right,
still a great save.
Now the captain of Barcelona, as you see it again, Alessanco. What will his technique be?
Well, he's a defender. I would say if I had a bet on it, he'll blast it.
And how will Dukadam fare with this one?
He's not taking a big run up. No, he's going to place it.
Saved it!
I told you no one had scored tonight, Brian. They can't even knock the penalties in.
Well, the next one up to try, after we've seen this, let me tell you, is Berlani, who's got that splendid left foot. Good save there by the keeper, Dukadam. So 0-0 after each side has taken one penalty.
To be fair, that was a better penalty and a better save.
Much better.
But it was at the height where goalkeepers can get to the easiest, which is like level height. If it's higher or lower, it's more difficult, obviously.
Right, let's see what Berlani can do as the noise is turned up again by the Barcelona fans. Here he goes. And it's saved again, I don't believe it. A big smile on the face of the Barcelona keeper. You wouldn't believe 3 out of 3 missed. Well, Pedraza is the next to go. When are we going to get a goal here in Seville? Now, what will Dukadam do this time? Here's Pedraza. He's saved it again.
The Clint Eastwood film now will be shown. We're never going to get a goal, Brian.
This is unbelievable. 4 penalties taken at the end of a European Cup final. All 4 missed.
All 4 saved, to be fair.
All 4 saved, yes. Because goalkeepers are always saying we don't give them enough credit, and that's fair. And now Lakatos comes forward.
It'd be ironical if the goalkeeper takes the one that wins it. That would say a lot for his players outfield.
Now, Urruti and Lakatos, the man. In he goes.
He's the first one to blast it, Brian, you know, and I think when your legs are getting tired and mentally you're trying to outthink a goalkeeper, sometimes it's the best way, you know. He's got to be very lucky from that distance when you hit it as well as Lakatos did there to get near it.
Well, Pichi Alonso, who shouldn't be that tired, as we look at the second replay of that, hitting the underside of the crossbar and going in. Pichi Alonso, who shouldn't be that tired, he only came on quite recently as a sub. Hat-trick man against Gothenburg, with a goal badly needed now by Barcelona. He's done it again.
He's kicked the ball out the ground. That's going to be another 10 minutes.
That's absolutely yes. I thought for a moment, he's down on his knees. I thought for a moment the referee was going to say, you moved.
I think they've moved on all of them, Brian, you know, to be fair, and it would be unfair.
And remember, too, that Barcelona looked to be down and out of it against Gothenburg when they went into penalties. But then the Gothenburg nerve deserted them, They missed two, and Barcelona scored the necessary ones. But the Romanians, if they score with this one, are going to be well in the hunt. And they have. So Balint gets the second one.
Well, what it means, Brian, is if the other Romanian lad scores, that's it. I mean, they can't be caught.
If Barcelona
missed or the other lad scores his when he comes up, there's no point Barcelona taking the next one. Incredible.
Well, the man
with
a really big, that was the best penalty of all, actually.
Yeah.
With the big responsibility now is Marcos. There are a few of the Romanian players looking at the other end of the ground, talking to each other, but not looking to see how their goalkeeper, Dukadan, makes out now against Marcos. He saved it again!
He's unbeatable this time.
And Romanians have won the European Cup. 4 successive penalty misses, or saves, whichever way you like it, and that cup will go to Romania.
Well,
that's astonishing. It's a disaster for Barcelona, who expected in front of their own crowd to be triumphant tonight. 25 years ago, they lost it to Benfica. They still talk about that as being the nightmare of 1961. Well, it's been another nightmare for them tonight, where they've not really done themselves justice in normal time or indeed in extra time. And His Royal Highness, the King of Spain, looks upon a desolate scene around Seville at the moment as the European Cup goes to Romania.
Back against Bordeaux of France. It was the French who went ahead through Zlatko Vujovic in the 17th minute, silencing the 80,000 home fans. But a 31st minute equaliser by Aguas gave Benfica their face-saver. Across the border in the big one, just one goal by Spanish superstar Emilio Butragueño in the 20th minute decided the issue between Real Madrid and Juventus. Meanwhile in Brussels, this goal by Edi Krinčević made Australia the flavour of the night as Anderlecht met Steaua Bucharest. Superb stuff from Eddie, who was to get on the scorecard later again. But on this night, Anderlecht gave strong notice to the Romanians that their days as European champions are numbered. Pierre Janssen it was who made it 2-0 in the 76th minute. And 4 minutes later, the normally reliable Romanian defence, which conceded just 5 goals in 8 European Cup games last season, sprung another disastrous leak.
Interception de Janssen. Balint, bloqué par Janssen. Lozano, c'est bon, en direction de Gudjohnsen.
Edi Krinčević it was again for the end of a night that will remain equally memorable for Anderlecht and for the young Australian. One of the European Cup's other favourites, Bayern Munich, here in the red, also made a good second-round start against FK Austria at home. After a deflected shot gave them a 1-0 first-half lead, it was Michael Rummenigge who was responsible for increasing their lead. Strolling through the Austrian defence, he was brought down for a none-too-disputed penalty. World Cup hero Lothar Matthäus converted for a 2-0 home win. More memorable was the win by Borussia Mönchengladbach in the UEFA Cup against the once mighty Feyenoord at Rotterdam. Gladbach's Dresen had put them in the lead after 18 minutes, and just a minute before the break, Feyenoord looked set for a respectable result when Elstrup forced home the equaliser. But before the half-time whistle would come, Gladbach replied with a second goal for Dresen. Confidence booming, the Germans went into the second half to score one of the goals of the round after another 8 minutes. International Uwe Rahn was the hero before another 15 minutes had elapsed and a splendid free kick by Hans-Günther Bruns made it 4-1. Even then, there was more joy for Gladbach to come. Günther Thiele completed a night of misery for the Dutch by adding another in the 79th minute and giving the Germans a final scoreline of 5-1.